Hello everyone and welcome back to another one of my videos. Now, if you are a newcomer, you probably don't recognize this, but if you are a person who has came to my channel before when I was starting to create a feature-worthy level, you will recognize that we are back with Nautilus. This is part 3 in the series and we have a lot to do today, so I'm going to jump right into it. And first thing is first, I noticed a little bit of something off camera when I did the second episode. So let's just go to this layer and move all the fish because they're getting in the way. There. So I can't really play the music. Well, I don't completely know, but what I do know is that it kind of gets a bit weird. Like it lifts a bit, so I think I just need to extend this a bit. Maybe extend that. And that. There. So it should be good. Now what I want to do is obviously clean up these saw blades and make them less. But if I... like, this is what it looks like, right? So I have the particles. Now I don't know if I have small bubbles I might add later. But we can move these fish. Actually, I kind of want to erase these fish, because I'm pretty sure I have them set to a custom object. Yeah, I do. Okay. And I kind of want to work... because this should also have water. Maybe on the structuring. Like, get a good idea of what the structures will look like. So we're gonna start with a baseline. And just make a simple 3x3 structure and look through these, and it's something watery, right? What is this? That could look interesting. Don't know if I'm gonna use it. But I kind of want it to look like almost ancient ruins in a way. Well, actually, I don't know. Should it be like an ancient ruins kind of thing, or just underwater? Because ancient ruins gives me more creative freedom. But Nautilus does literally mean water, so... or just watery stuff. Something like that. So I don't know... ooh, wait, hold on. I just thought of something. I could do orb decoration like that. Oh, too bad it doesn't have animation, because that would look really good if it, like, kind of waved. But that is a thought. So if we... hey, we do have that, and we can make this thing. Yeah. We could totally have that. And just extend it. And we can copy and paste that. Nope. Thank you. Yeah, we can just copy and paste this everywhere. Stop pressing that. The copy and paste button is so close to it. Oh, thank goodness I did. I almost could have pressed it again. No. There we go. I think that's all the orbs, yeah. Okay, sorry, a bit of a sidetracked. Wait, those are like stones. Those could be background details. So what is a good rock thing? That's bricks. We don't need bricks. This could work. Something like that. Now there is kind of slope decoration-ish stuff. Yeah. I don't know if that would fit though. This is the hard part. Maybe I should stick with the layout for now. There is more though. If we just continuously scroll through here, there's not really much. No. Although I do kind of want it to be like a floating thing. Like I don't need it to be going all the way to the ground. Even something with these could work. Now that I think about it. Like, trying to see. Like we could just take a boatload of rocks and maybe add that to the base. Which, this could work. Although it's like seafloor. So something finer and more rocky like that. But smaller. Wait. This probably actually won't work now that I think about it. The ordering of these things is also really weird to figure out. There. That I don't know. Ooh, what's this? These are clearly some of the newer stuff. Again, I kind of want to look through this. Ooh, this caught my eye. Does it, like, connect with anything? No. We could use something like that. Or this. Yeah, maybe we do go with a brick kind of thing. Because does it really matter if we have it looking like the ocean floor? Well, hold on. I do need to have this match up really quick. Because it doesn't. There. That will go. That should have fit. Okay. This is where the tough thing is, and yes, I do not have an editor. I have explained that. Ooh, wait. Did it take me this long to find these? I've mentioned not having an editor as an issue I have in many of my videos. So I'm not going to go too in depth about it. Oh, this could totally work. Possibly. Because I have curves, right? So, maybe for background, we'll put these there. What is something... Oh. Haha. Well, it's way too far. We have solutions. Now we do that. Now that looks odd, but I promise you I'll fix it. Yeah, we could have something like this. And then we could have some more rocky stuff kind of coming out of it. And then stuff hanging down. Like, where are the rocks I found earlier? They should be around here. Oh, there they are. I can already tell these aren't gonna layer. Oh no, they are. Let's actually first get an idea. So we want it to be a light gray, and the details like kind of a dirty grout. Maybe the base is that, and then the detail is like kind of like almost black. Maybe a bit lighter. There. That should work for the most part. Now I'm just gonna kind of put these in many places and even like stack them. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this. There, and it's already looking way better. Oh, no. Don't want to do it. And like, that looks decent. And it would be nice if I had like a few big rocks. Like, just kind of that size. Not warp. Scale up. There we go. Kind of have it hang. There. Oh yeah, and now that my mind is actually working, where are those kind of spike things that you see in the 4th tower level? That way there's not a moment of awkward silence. I want those. And they can like, ooh, this is interesting. Like, drapey, almost. Not too much. As a matter of fact, it kind of looks nice the way it is. You can flip it. Actually, no, just have that. Yeah. Dude, this looks so good. What? How did it take me this long to think of stuff like this? Well, I mean, I guess it took me a bit to find it, but like here, just to add some more stuff. Okay, that's thicker than I thought it would be. Okay, just finding this box. It's not. It should be coming up soon. There's more rocks. Those are for big rocks, so I'll put these up. Oh, wait. No, that's web. Although that does give me another idea for something that I could have. And it's still taking me a while. Oh, wait. There it is. Thank you. That took more effort than I would like. But well worth it. Kind of an icy, but still dark blue, and detail that. You know what? That looks interesting. What if we flip it? I'm just putting it here just to see. That's kind of more what I have imagined, but honestly a bit darker. I kind of like this though. Like, it's almost weird, but not in a bad way. I have one of those. Is that what I want? Yes, it is. There. Your, and then one of those. Just making sure it's the right way. And we probably have one here. There. That looks really nice. And don't worry, I will fix these right away. So this is like a basic design. Also, that doesn't look too bad. Because I want World's Big School. A kind of rocky feel. Sure. That is bright. What if we swap it? That is worse. Oh my gosh. Wait, there. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it kind of blends nice. But it might help. Where is, like, this? Because there was, like, these things that went everywhere. Kind of like this, but slightly different that I can use to, like, blend it better. No, not that. We're getting there. Oh. No, almost, I think. I think this is it. Is it? Well, we could see. What color? 8 and 9. There. Now we can just see. We don't need it that big, although having it somewhat large would probably be good. I don't know. We need something almost thin. Like this. Yeah, like that. Yeah, and we can just have it like this, and we can you do this. Now, is a simple copy and paste. We can do a little switch if we wanted to. No, again, you. You. No, that looks nice. I actually really like that. It gives it some more blending and detail. We don't need to over detail it, but I really like that. And like, what is this? I'm experimenting. This is part experiment and part using my current knowledge. That isn't bad. I could do, like, sorry. mean, why not? That is a bit too blue. So let's switch that. I mean, like, what if we just kind of, like, do some peaks? Like, even something like that, you wouldn't really notice it's off. Well, I have free mode for a reason, don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, like that. Actually, it gets a bit repetitive, though. I don't know. Yeah. Like... Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm just kind of trying to overdo it. But that looks great, though. Okay, so do I have group 1 set up? I do. That's nice. Group 1. And I do kind of need to smooth this part out, don't I? We'll get to that later. For now, we're going to take this and copy and paste it everywhere and then just erase the excess. And make sure I don't accidentally delete more than I wanted to. That's good. As a matter of fact, we could probably just be efficient. Instead of deleting it, we just copy and paste it to everything. Like this is 5, right? So anything that's 5, which is absolutely nothing. We have lots of 4s though. So go down to delete, please. Thank you. There. Okay. Now we just copy and paste this to all the 4s. Using this preferably, that way it's more efficient. And now, what is... Oh, I have it... Oh, I don't know. No. That's a 3. I don't know why I'm going here. Well, actually, it's not like it matters that much. Although, it kind of does. Well, no, it doesn't. Is there any other 3s? There is. Now there only seems to be 2s and 1s. I see that one. Now it may seem like we're removing all the detail, but it's still detailed. It's just not as much as it was before. I have lots of 2s, come to think of it. And whenever I rotate it, it for some reason offsets it by a lot. Yeah, see, look. Oh gosh. Oh, I was thinking in the back of my head, I wonder how many times that's happened, and I just didn't notice. Answer, probably a lot. Though nothing too drastic. It looks like that, I guess, could just be moved. That's fine. This is not fine. Okay, that's it. Thank goodness. Okay, we're almost done, and we already have a decent ground. I'll prefer that. Anything else? Any platform that has not been platformed? One. And it's the only one I have that is one as well. Okay, I need this to stay. If there's one thing I need to stay, it's that. It adds detail. There. I can see a little bit of blue there. Okay. Maybe move it. Okay. Now we actually have everything. And we can make all the slopes invisible. And this shows you a process of like a good way to make some ocean-esque ground in your level. Custom. Don't copy me, please. That would be appreciated. Now, we have a decent thing going on, and simply so I can show you it. I'm going to go to songs and find a copyright-free song. Actually, no. But, like, this is how it would play. Right? So that's actually, I really like that. So I added some block designs. I was gonna do more of this part, but it took me too long to figure out what I wanted to do. But yeah, like, I think that's pretty good, actually. Now, again, this looks plain, but trust me, this effect transfers. So just imagine this watery effect. Just imagine this watery effect everywhere. As a matter of fact, I could probably show you it in practice mode. Now that I think about it, you'll just hear the practice music. Okay. Now this is hard. I have made it where this will be an easy demon, but probably a long one, but like, tell me this does not look pretty good. And then does that weird. But that actually reminds me of another thing. I need to do this because it looks weird. No, I am not deleting it. Hopefully. Where is it? Don't fade, don't enter. Thank you. If you're wondering what fade entering does, it basically means it will go from invisible to visible when it like loads and unloads, which is what that weird effect was. Now it shouldn't do it. If like, again, yeah, see, it's way better. Okay. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today. If you want to see more Nautilus, be sure to comment. I want to see you create more Nautilus. If you have any suggestions for something I should do, like a certain saw blade decoration, also leave that in the comments. I will gladly take a look at it and take any suggestions. Anyways, guys, that is part 3 to building a feature-worthy level Nautilus. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.